coming on to talk about sports and more specifically MLB from CBS Sports. He covers the MLB, Danny Vietti.
Somebody's going to beat the Cleveland Browns this year. Is it going to be another opponent, or is it going to be the Cleveland Browns? That's their storyline, and the season will answer that story.
Well, my prediction preseason, because we always have to do that at ESPN, give us your predictions, make us look like idiots, was Astros and Nationals, with the Astros winning. Given the fact that both those teams still look like they're in the mix for that eventuality, I'm going to stick with that, Astros and Nationals, with Astros winning.
Play action is going to take himself around the left big hole 40, 35, 30, cuts it upfield, spin move 20, action Jackson 10, and dancing into the end zone. Touchdown Ravens. Halftime launching it down the middle of the field, called at the 20, Sammy Watkins 10, walking into the end zone, and the Chiefs are going to be going to Miami.
What's going on, Sportscaster, YouTube, and beyond? Thanks for watching this video. I'm Yosef Masinter, and I hope you're having a great day as I welcome you into episode 13 of the Ravens vs. Browns Week 14 Deep Dive, where I go through every play, talk about what happened, why it happened, should it have happened, who messed up, who excelled, and a whole lot more. This was absolutely the best game of the regular season. I think it's the best game of the playoffs as well. Playoff implications, stars making big-time plays making stars, and of course, a dramatic Hollywood ending. But before we get to the film, please make sure you check out my podcast, Sports with Yosef. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your podcast. That is Sports with Yosef. Make sure to check out all of the episodes there, as well as checking out the rest of the series, whether that be on Sportscaster, YouTube, or my website, as well as checking out the rest of my videos on Sportscaster, sportscastr.com. My username is YosefM613. Check out all of my articles for Tackler, Sportscaster, News Rocky, and Meisty and Flurry Sports. And those are a lot of sites to keep track of, so I made it easy for you by creating a website, YosefM613.com, where you can check out all of my articles, all of my podcasts, this entire video series, as well as some other great videos I've done. And it also gives you a way to subscribe to get email updates every time I post new content. YosefM613.com. And make sure to subscribe. And if you're on Twitter, please give me a follow. Trying to grow my Twitter base, and I need your help. Username YosefM613. All right. Back to Cleveland, where the Ravens are up 28-14. Here we go. On to the second half. Ravens on their first drive marched down the field very quickly. A couple of big plays, 44-yard run by Jackson, 19-yard run by Gus Edwards to take it in for 6, and then the extra point made it 7. And now the Browns going after getting a 9-yard completion to Harrison Bryant, a 1-yard run for a first down by Nick Chubb, a deep incompletion to Rashard Higgins. The Browns have the ball in a 2nd down and 10 on their own 35-yard line. 11:36 to go in the third quarter in Cleveland. Let's get started. All right, right off the bat, first thing I'm noticing, Baker Mayfield under center, single backhand off to Chubb, left side. Oh, look at that move, as he's going to pick up, what is that, 11 yards? Yep, 11 yards and a first down. Deshaun Elliott, Devontae Harris there on the stop. This is a great run by Nick Chubb. Motioning the tight end across from the weak side to the strong side. Watched it, you saw David Njoku coming from across the opposite way from left to right. Shades of the Ravens' rushing attack and blocking schemes. Let's go through this one more time. Oh, we're going to go through this many more times. Let's be real. Okay, so right off the bat, let's slow this down. Browns in 11 personnel, which is 1 running back, 1 tight end. They bring Jarvis Landry across from right to left, and Ravens in their nickel defense. Now watch, everyone's going this way except David Njoku. And this is something that I believe the Browns did earlier in this game. They're going to put Njoku to go to block Tyus Bowser. He's going to come across and take on this guy, Tyus Bowser. And that's going to just let the rest of the offensive line do their thing as they start working from right to left. This zone, pretty much the zone blocking attack. You see Jack Conklin coming up here. He's going to get into, there's no one in front of him, so he goes into the second level, takes on LJ Fort. Wyatt Teller, he's got Brandon Williams right in front of him initially. He's going to kind of just fall to the ground there. Doesn't really do much. Good job by Williams staying upright. J.C. Treader helping out with Brandon Williams as well. Jack Conklin at left tackle. He's going to be working on Calais Campbell, and he's going to do a pretty good job driving him backwards. That's part of what creates this hole, as well as pushing Brandon Williams off to the side. And then Yannick Ngakwe on the left edge right here versus Jedrick Wills, and Wills is just going to win big. Now, there are a couple of keys to this hole. And we're going to go take a look at it from this view. Number one, they pick up Marlon Humphrey, who comes in. The blocking, Jarvis Landry, you see, takes care of him. Now, watch Malik Harrison right here. The guy who really needs to plug this gap. He's going to come straight up the field. Tries to get through the A gap and is just too slow. Excuse me, that's Patrick Queen. Like, he kind of gets a hand on him, but it's just too late. That's one of the big parts about what creates its soul, because Patrick Queen needs to go to the hole. He can't, I mean, he almost makes it work, but he's got to go more like this, not like this. Because I'll tell you where Queen's looking. Well, what did the Browns do the entire first half? Naked bootleg. Look where Queen's initially looking. He sees Njoku coming across. He thinks this is a passing play. Njoku's going to the flat. And that's probably what holds him up. And just look at the amount of... There's no Raven close. Devontae Harris and Deshaun Elliott, the guys who are going to make this tackle, are the closest ones. But look at this hole for Nick Chubb just to take off. And that is exactly what Nick Chubb's going to do. All right, let's watch Tyus Bowser here for a second, because Bowser is also going to get fooled on this by this fake naked bootleg. You see how he shifts his weight back to the right and then tries to shift back left. Bowser gets fooled badly, as does Patrick Queen. I mean, just watch. I mean, this is what you're doing. This is why you do stuff in the first quarter and the second quarter to set up things in the third and the fourth quarter, and it is working. Here, as instead of the naked bootleg, they hand it off. Great blocking by this Cleveland offensive line. I mean, everyone is covered pretty much. It is just everyone wins a matchup for Cleveland, and you know what? When everyone wins, you're just gonna be able to pick up 11 yards. Devontae Harris and Deshaun Elliott, they're gonna be the guys who make this tackle on this play. Donovan Peoples-Jones helping out with Brandon Williams there. That's a big block. Let's go watch that one more time, actually. Oh, need to go farther back. So Donovan Peoples-Jones right here, coming up, takes on Brandon Williams. That's a big block. That's going to allow Nick Chubb just to push his way forward out to the 46-yard line. All right, one more time. From the all-22 view, Mayfield. Handoff left, and then he drags Harris out to and Elliott out to the 46-yard line before Elliott stops the dragging. And then he'll put the Browns on a first down and 10 as Mayfield deep drop, stepping up. He's going to throw it, knocked down by Brandon Williams. At the line of scrimmage, we'll get a great view of this one here. Brandon Williams is going to come up and make this play. Right over there. Just put the big paw up. Makes that play. Okay, 11 personnel. One running back, one tight end. Ravens in the nickel defense. This is zone coverage right here. Look at the hips of Marcus Peters. They're facing the sideline. So this is going to be zone. Okay. Let's just take a look at, I guess, the route concepts first. So you're going to have Landry and... I mean, watch out. Look how open Jarvis Landry is right here. Mayfield's just he's looking at Peoples-Jones. He's looking at Peoples-Jones or Rashard Higgins. And now he sees him. Now he sees how wide open he is. Just a little bit too late. Okay, so... Here's what the Browns are doing from a route perspective. Kind of something like an over. Peoples Jones is going. No, Higgins is just going to go deep. It's going to just give a couple of easy options. A short 1, a medium depth 2, and a 3. And Mayfield's got a lot of time in this pocket to work with. Let's take a look at this pocket. Play action, gonna buy him some time. But look at this space. Look at this space. He gets nervous at the end. He got a little bit nervous because Marlon Humphrey's going to come in on the blitz here. Watch Marlon Humphrey right here. He comes on the blitz. Nick Chubb's going to pick him up. Mayfield's going to step up, but he steps up too much. He knows he doesn't have time. He knows Humphrey's going to win, and so he's going to try to get that ball out quickly. The issue is he's too close to Brandon Williams, and Williams is just going to be able to knock this one down. So, good pocket awareness here though by Mayfield. Just he doesn't see the blitz coming, but he just senses, okay, time to step up. And the issue is he just takes 2 steps too many. He keeps on moving. He doesn't really now he tries to reset his feet, but Brandon Williams reads it perfectly and just knocks that down. Okay. Watch Marcus Peters right here. He's going to just look how he closes on Jarvis Landry. Look how look how far away they are at the beginning. And now look, Peters sprinting in. Great job by Marcus Peters closing that distance on Landry. Okay. So let's look at this offensive line matchups. Okay. Right off the bat, left side, Jedrick Wills versus Tyus Bowser. Left tackle, left. And Bowser's going to be hit by Joe Bitonio as well and pretty much just takes him out of the play. All right, the man of the hour, Brandon Williams, working against J.C. Treader and Wyatt Teller. Ooh. He's not able to get anywhere, but he's able to kind of stay free. Just gets that hand up. That's what defensive linemen are taught to do. When the ball, quarterbacks don't, get your hands up. Now, here's an interesting piece here. Let's do some basic math. 1, 2. You can barely see this, but we're going to need to make this just a little bit of a different color and a little bit bigger. 1, 2, 4 offensive linemen on one side. What do we talk about with this Ravens offense? This Ravens defense. You don't know who's coming. Ever. And that's the issue here. They have 4 offensive linemen. They think the blitz is coming. They probably think LJ Fort's coming in. They overcommit to the left side. They've just got guys standing there pretty much. And that's going to... Ravens bring 3 on the right side. And now you've got a tight end, an offensive lineman, and a running back to try to block 3 Ravens. And that's not going to work too well. Calais Campbell versus Jack Conklin. And right here. Great fight by Conklin. Look how much Campbell's going to try to move around. He's going to go left. Now goes right. Going to come back left. And Conklin does not give him anything. Great job by Jack Conklin. Pernell McPhee against the tight end David Njoku. Njoku takes the outside. Doesn't... Right here. Watch Njoku. He's going to make sure he's the wide... He's going wide. He's pushing McPhee so wide to the outside. I'm going to pause this so you can see better. Right here, he's not letting McPhee get around him. I don't know why it automatically switches the size. It's kind of annoying. He's not letting McPhee get around him. And so this is just great blocking, because normally if you've got a running back, a tight end, and an offensive lineman blocking on one side against 3 different players, it's not going to normally end well. This time it does. Nick Chubb, you'll watch him here. Great blocking against Marlon Humphrey. Picks him up. Gives Mayfield just enough time to get rid of the ball to an open receiver. And then coming in and saying, was Brandon Williams. All right, let's watch this one last time. The play action. Zone coverage. Look at that soft spot. He's the only one open. Peters closed the gap. I don't know if it would have been caught or not. If it's a good throw, you got to think it would be, just because he was he had a step or two, but Wade Peters was closing. I'm not 100% sure. Watch him wide open over the middle. And then Baker Mayfield. He's one of the shorter quarterbacks in the league. And this ball will be knocked down at the line. And that'll put the Browns into a 2nd down and 10. They're going to empty it out here. Nick Chubb motioned to the slot on the left side. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. 4-man rush coming. Mayfield's going to race to the outside. Throw to the right. And it is caught. David Njoku, 14 yards and a 1st down. Chuck Clark there in coverage. So one of the fun thing, let's show this in 1 second. LJ Fort showing blitz and bringing in Pernell McPhee. He's not a guy who drops back. Pernell McPhee is a rush linebacker. He does not drop back. Well, he does in Baltimore. Just because that is how the system works. All right, look how when you spread out the Ravens defense and you go 5 wide, here's what this allows you to do. You don't have an extra linebacker. I mean, you do. He's right here, but you only have one linebacker maybe over the middle. They keep on changing the size on me. It's so annoying. And you're able to tell more what's happening on the edges. It's a lot easier to read who's coming. It's not easy. It's easier, though. Because right now, if you're Baker Mayfield, here's what you're looking at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're not bringing anyone else. This is it. This is the blitz package. Who's coming? Well, I don't know. Well, what's going to end up happening is LJ Fort's going to come in. Bowser's going to come in. That's Brandon Williams will come in. Madubuike will come in. Pernell McPhee will drop. But it definitely makes your life a little bit easier as a quarterback. Now, the issue is that pretty much everyone's going to be one-on-one here. If you watch this offensive line, we'll do the offensive line first, I guess. Let's start on the left side. Jedrick Wills versus Tyus Bowser. One-on-one. Bowser's going to go outside now, go in. Ooh, was that a holding penalty right here? I don't know. Bowser's going to break free of Wills and try to chase down Baker Mayfield. We'll go to the next part of this play. We'll go to the passing side after we go through the line here. LJ Fort showing blitz and comes. And Bitonio is going to move right towards him. And he's just going to bull rush him backwards into the pocket. But then Bitonio drops the anchor and says, okay, no, I've got this now. LJ Fort, you can see him break free at the end. Sprint upfield. Look at this angle. He doesn't want Mayfield to be able to run, which is why he takes the wider angle. Next man up, it's Brandon Williams. We're going to skip forward just a little bit. Excuse me, that's Justin Ellis. And he's going to be working against J.C. Treader. And Treader, again, a bull rush here. Just trying to use brute force to push him backwards. Not much happening, though. Treader holds firm after giving up a little ground. Now, Justin Madubuike, he's going to be the guy who forces Baker Mayfield out of the pocket here. Jack Conklin, you see him looking at Pernell McPhee saying, oh, you're not coming in. Okay. Well, Wyatt Teller gets beat badly. Let's watch this move by Justin Madubuike. Veteran right guard. And he will lose to a rookie. And that is the NFL. So what initially happens right here is watch Wyatt Teller. He's going to try to put hands on Madubuike, but Madubuike just pushes his hands to the side. Which Teller puts hands on him. Madubuike pushes his hands to the side. At this point, Madubuike's through. And Madubuike gets a shot. He was also kind of been going to the ground as he goes towards Mayfield. But Madubuike is the one who blows this play up and forces Mayfield to the outside. Now let's take a look at the route combos here. Because you've got 5 guys here. Looks like man initially. Is it man or zone? It looks like it is man. Okay, a lot going on this play from a route concept. On a 2nd and 10, you're going to have. It's 11 personnel. See number 84. He is in as the 3rd wide receiver. Not often we're seeing him. That is Jamarcus Bradley. All right, so we got a whip route, a drag, an over. Okay, I think I've got the route combo here, which is going to be something on the lines of slant, flat, over, drag, whip route. Something. No, you know what? I think pretty. Oops. How that worked. I'm pretty sure Njoku goes to the right side. Okay, so what this is going to allow Mayfield to do, first off, here's some easy completion, some easy opportunities right here. Number one, he's going to have a guy right in front of his face. That's a nice, easy one. Now, he's going to have two guys on the sideline. You're going to easily be able to tell if they're open or not. So that's nice. He's going to have another guy in front of his face right here. So nice high-low here, and then he can go to one of the sides. And he's also going to have a high-low here. Again, just easy routes. So what you could really do is go, we'll go to a different color, and I mean, if I'm drawing this up, I would say 1, 2, 3. I think that'd probably be the easiest way to, well, that's a bad 3. That'd probably be the easiest way to do it, but you got a lot of options here, which makes it fun for Baker Mayfield. And let's see what where Baker Mayfield initially looks. Mayfield is going to, ooh, way too far. He's looking over the middle, so he's looking for this slant over combo somewhere on over those lines. But Madubuike is going to push him out right here, so he's going to just look. He sees David Njoku who's open at the 40, and he's just going to lead him towards the sideline. And just makes the nice, easy throw. Njoku has to go to the ground to get the ball. Not an easy. I say easy. It's not all that easy. It's not easy throwing on the run. So watch Mayfield again. Just throw it to Njoku. He does a very good job placing this ball. Watch how well this ball is placed. Right there. Chuck Clark on the other side of him has no shot at getting the ball. And that's just a great job there by Baker Mayfield, placing the ball exactly where he needs to play. This is just a good play by Baker Mayfield. He reads the pocket well, he escapes the pocket, he makes a nice throw on the run. Good play by Kevin Stefanski, giving him easy options to throw to as we watch this play one last time. Good blocking by pretty much everyone on the O-line, except against Justin Madubuike, who does a great job just shoving the hands of Wyatt Teller back towards Teller and immediately taking advantage of that. So a good play by the Browns, picks up 14, and right now that'll put them down to the Ravens' 40-yard line. As the Browns down 2 scores, down 2 touchdowns, knowing they have to get a touchdown on this drive, or else Baltimore could start to run away with this ball game. So after 14-yard completion, the Browns will come to the line again, first down and 10:41 to go. In the third quarter, Mayfield shotgun. Back to his right is Chubb. 3 receivers left. 1 to the right is Donovan Peoples-Jones. He's going to pump right, throw right, looking for the screen, something they did all the time in the first half. And the Ravens read this one very nice. At least it looked like they read it nicely. Let's take a look. So he's looking for Nick Chubb right here on the screen. Oh, yeah, there is just nothing there. When Mayfield throws this. Now, there are a couple fun parts about the screen. So, number one, we'll go to the blackboard for a little bit. The fun part about a screen, if we're just going to, I'll draw an offense. If line out with my bad drawing, but let's just say something like this. So what's going to happen is you're going to have the running back's going to head out to here. He's going to go block out front. He's going to go block out front. He's going to go block out front. And maybe these 2 guys are going to block. Or maybe, no, say you have 3 guys going out to block and 2 guys don't. Regardless, if you've got no, wrong color. Let's do a different color. If you've got a bunch of defenders here, a couple of them are just going to be coming free. And I need a new color. A couple of them, it doesn't matter who, but a couple of them are going to be coming free. Now, the great ones know to go to there. It's not easy to tell initially, so that's what the issue is going to be for Baker Mayfield here, because he's going to have blockers start to go out in front of Nick Chubb, and he's going to be like, Nick Chubb's not open. He's going to see this, and he's just going to throw this ball away. So right here, Wyatt Teller. So it's on this play, the middle three are going to block. Wyatt Teller, J.C. Treader, and Joe Batonio are going out in front to block for Nick Chubb. You see, they're just going right there. But here's the issue: Justin Madubuike, he's coming free. Justin Ellis, he actually sees this. He's heading towards Nick Chubb. And Mayfield's just gonna roll just to give himself an extra second. But there is nothing happening on this play, and here's why. LJ Fort. He's the weak side linebacker, the will linebacker on this play. And watch him right here. He's coming on the blitz. And Chubb is going, and then he sees what's happening. He is blitzing, but he realizes it's a screen. He just goes with Nick Chubb and blankets him. And it's a smart decision by Mayfield just to throw that ball away. Coming on the blitz, and then so now watch Pernell McPhee on this right side. He's gonna, I think he helps out a little bit also, working against Jack Conklin. He's gonna take the outside path, and he's going to also, he's kind of in Mayfield's throwing lane right here. It's not, because there's not a lot of room to throw it, because McPhee's kind of pushing Conklin into his face. That helps as well. You saw Ellis go wide, Madubuike come down. Now, Tyus Bowser is gonna quickly deal with David Njoku. And again, just pushing the hands of Wills out and just comes right by him. Right by Wills into the backfield. And the Ravens just say no way to this screen. Now, once again, what's been something we've seen all day from this Browns screen plays? Verticals, verticals, verticals. Everyone gets down the field to open up this gap right here. This is something that is really part of the Browns screens, which I really, really like. I think it's a very good way to draw up screens, and that's what they'll do on this play. Who is that right there? Is that Patrick Queen coming in? Patrick Queen. Look how many Ravens are there to start blocking. Because yes, you've got some Cleveland guys there in front. The issue is that there are a whole bunch of Ravens players. There are a lot more Ravens players around this than the Browns, and that's because the Ravens now Greens are blitz beaters, because you bring why, and let's go back to the blackboard quickly. We can get rid of that drawing. But when you've got and I can use my circle drawer for this one. Don't have an X drawer. Let's say when you bring a whole bunch of players into the backfield, well, they're just coming straight down, right? They're coming towards the quarterback, however many it is. But that's just going to allow the running back just to slip out right here. And there's a whole lot of space for him to work with, just because a whole bunch of defenders have already come up the field towards the quarterback. Screens are one way you beat the blitz. And this time, though, the blitz beats the screen. So with that said, let's watch this one last time. Ravens, very good job defensively on the screen. Really, LJ Fort is going to get the credit here. You'll watch him come up. He'll take on Nick Chubb. He'll blanket Nick Chubb at Mayfield. It's a very smart decision just to say, you know what, I'm going to throw this ball away, and I'm going to live to play another down. Whole bunch of block. David Njoku going out in front to block as well. Well, doesn't matter because the Ravens blew it up in the backfield. Now it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line. Mayfield spreading it out again. Nick Chubb. Here he is, the running back. He's wide to the right. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Mayfield looking right. Quick pass to Chubb. Caught at the 34. Pushing his way to the 31. A pickup of 9 yards. Marcus Peters and Matthew Judon there. Nice, easy pitch and catch. So they're going to motion him out so no one follows. So what does that mean? Zone. Showing blitz from a whole bunch of different places. Don't bring the blitz, but it's zone coverage. And they're able to take advantage, because when Mayfield sees its zone, he sees Marcus Peters backpedaling right here. Look at Peters' eyes. They are looking here, which is fine. But what it does mean, and we'll go through the route concepts momentarily, is that he's going to keep on backpedaling. Peters is going to keep on backpedaling, and Chubb just sits down 5 yards down the field, and Mayfield, the ball's out of his hands already. The ball's out of his hands. Once he sees Peters is backpedaling, he's throwing that ball right away, and Chubb can just make the catch. And then, look, you want to get your best athletes in space, and that's what they'll do on this play. Now, this is very early. This play was just in the early stages of development, so it's tough to tell exactly what the game plan was here, but it looks something like come back, deep ball, come back, out. Something on those lines. So what you're trying to do is, if it's cover one, if it's man cover one, you're going to be able to take advantage right here because the safety is he's going to be playing right, and he's going to be right here in the middle. And he's going to be covered either this side or this side. He's not going to be able to cover both. If it's zone, you've got any of the other three guys because these are generally soft spots in zone. It's the way that's designed up, and it's just a great read by Mayfield, seeing immediately where he needs to go. A couple of really just great job good plays by Mayfield in the last couple of plays. Okay, 12 personnel, so it's one running back, 2 tight ends. Ravens in the nickel defense. A little bit surprising there, so that means they're going to have, but it's zone, so it doesn't really matter as much. Okay, so you see a little bit of misconfusion. LJ Ford, Matthew Judon. Who's meant to be where? That's what they're talking about here. LJ Ford telling Judon, hey man, get back. Get back. And Judon's not saying, hold on. No, I'm meant to be here. And LJ Ford's like, oops. And so he's just going to move on over back towards the middle. Ravens, so they had 6 in line. They'll only bring 4. Judon's going to backpedal as well. And let's just take a look at this offensive line now. Dealing with only 4 guys. Yannick Ngakwe, left edge. He's working against number 71, Jedrick Wills. Ooh, that looks like a face mask right there. Look at this versus Yannick Ngakwe. He definitely touches the helmet. Is there a grab? Nope, maybe not. Good job by Wills finishing on that play. Now, the tough part about this for the Ravens D-line, what makes it easy for the Cleveland offensive line, is the ball's out so quickly, it doesn't really matter win lose, just because you're not going to get through that quickly. A whole bunch of stuff happening over the middle. Ball's out of the hand already. And you'll watch Patrick Queen come on a blitz. You've got Derek Wolfe and Justin Ellis. Looks like in the, I'd say 1 tech and 3 tech. And you'll see Queen come on a stunt, but nothing really happens. They just have people in the middle. They bog it up really, not blog. And then Mayfield's just going to make a nice accurate throw right to Nick Chubb, who's just going to be able to start dancing in space. Now, Queen and Judon are going to both get there pretty much simultaneously, and just do a very good job. If you watch Judon here and LJ4, both of them are going to drop. Judon's going to drop to the outside, and dropping to the inside is LJ4. Let's watch this one last time. Before moving on after a pickup of 9, we'll put the Browns into a 3rd down and 1. This is exactly the way the Browns want this drive to work for them. A drive where they know they needed points. And they are en route to trying to pull that one off as Mayfield. This is just a great play by Mayfield. Recognizes the coverage, recognizes the soft spot, and takes advantage. And that'll put the Browns in a 3rd down and 1. Their 3rd down back, Kareem Hunt, he will check in. Tight formation. Look how close everyone is to each other. Oh, spoke too soon. As now Hunt's going to go wide. Again, empty gun. And this passes to Hunt down the sideline. 26 yards. Catch and run. This is a great play by Kareem Hunt. It's not going to be too easy to see from these angles, but great catch. You can kind of appreciate the catch right. I mean, he's a running back. Running backs are not meant to be able to catch these balls over the shoulder, down the sideline. Big play into the red zone. Let's take a look. All right, 11 personnel. So one running back, one side end, nickel defense. And it's 3rd down and 1. This is 4 down territory right here. So Kevin Stefanski, he's thinking to himself, okay, the first down is going to be right over here. We're really close. So we're going, I know I've got 2 shots at this play. So I've 2 shots and I'm pulling this one off. So let's see if we can't take advantage on this. That's going to pretty much be what they'll try to do here. Because if you watch these wide receivers here, they've got, this is a max protect. They're doing three different things right here. You're going to have someone over the middle, just a quick, see if he's open, you can get a nice easy first down. You'll get someone going to the outside here. And then pretty much Nick Chubb down the sideline. I'm out of space. I can't show that he actually went all the way to the outside, but you can see the line at the top. And this is just a very much, you're going to protect your quarterback. You're going to just let him do his thing in the backfield. And just Mayfield, he's going to, and so LJ Ford follows Kareem Hunt. So Mayfield knows it's man. He's expecting a blitz. But he's got a little bit of time. No one is initially open except for Kareem Hunt. Mayfield, he's looking at Hunt all the way. Right here, he's got him. Look how much space there is between LJ Ford and Kareem Hunt. And that's just after the cut. Kareem Hunt's just going to run down the field. And this is not a great throw because a better throw is a touchdown. If Baker Mayfield can put this ball right over there, this is a walk-in touchdown. Instead, the Browns will have to try their luck on a 1st down and 10 at the 4-yard line, which, albeit their chances are still very high, better throw by Mayfield, though, is a touchdown. Okay, let's take a look at, well, where's the deep state? Let's take a look at what the Ravens are doing here, because right off the bat, and you can tell from this camera view right here, there is absolutely no one in the deep middle of the field, because the safety right here, Chuck Clark, he's not, you're expecting a run here. You're not, and I know they went empty gun, but you're not expecting a team to take a deep shot on you on 3rd and 1. But that is what they do, and it works well, because you'll see Chuck Clark, he's going to run to the right here. Looks like he wants to come in on the blitz, actually, a very late blitz. He's about 8 yards back from the line of scrimmage. And so let's take a look at these offensive line matchups. Jihad Ward on the left side, working, hit to the face there by Jedrick Wills, and Ward is just going to go down. Okay, next man, which is going to be double teamed by J.C. Treader and Joel Bitonio, working against the big man Brandon Williams. He's in on 3rd down. Why? Because they think they're going to run the ball from a personnel package, run stopper. Watch Brandon Williams again. He's going to jump up, try to get his hands up to block that ball. Nothing happening on that one. Derek Wolf working against Wyatt Teller. They're just good blocking by Teller. And you'll see right there Matthew Judon working against Jack Conklin. And again, just good blocking. David Njoku, he's going to stay in. Jarvis Landry, he's going to stay in. These guys are just staying in to block, because this is a max protect situation. In the worst case scenario, one of them will slip out for a check down. But they want to get rid of this ball, and they want to go deep. 24-yard pass, 2 yards after the catch, and then a great catch by by Hunt. Somehow gets 2 feet in bounds. Did not get a 3rd foot in bounds. And let's watch this one last time. A great catch will put the Browns in great field position. Gutsy call by Kevin Stefanski. It works out. He got his man coverage, and he gets his deep ball. This is probably a matchup they circle before the game, saying, hey, we want to try to exploit this. And they get the opportunity to do so. Mayfield selling that out with a pump fake, then going over the top for bites, and the Browns are rolling ball. They're going to mark it actually at the Ravens' 5-yard line. And so here come the Browns. Kareem Hunt will stay in. Motion, all kinds of motion by Jarvis Landry. Now Mayfield will take the snap, rolling right, looking back left, firing over the middle. And he will just throw that one away. Look how many players there are over the middle. How many Ravens players. This is a tight formation. Very tight. Marlon Humphrey following Jarvis Landry in man coverage, rolling right. Nothing there. He sees Rashard Higgins, but he's like, you know what? I can throw this one into the stands, give someone a hard-earned or not-earned souvenir. So, a couple of things happening here. Number one, it's going to be 11 personnel. As I let the play get too far. All right, 11 personnel, 1 running back, 1 tight end. Harrison Bryanson for David Njoku here. Right over there. Man coverage. It's man coverage across the board. That's what the motion's going to tell you. And Mayfield's just going to try to roll everyone out. And just look how many defenders the Ravens have everywhere. Because they only bring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they have 6 guys dropping. But the Browns really... Look at Kareem Hunt right here. Kareem Hunt saying, hey, I'm wide open. Jarvis Landry was never open, though. There's an issue here because someone's got to be taking Kareem Hunt. Who's meant to take Kareem Hunt right here? Rashard Higgins is trying to run a pick play right here with Marlon Humphrey. It doesn't work, but he gets free wide open. Now, LJ Ford sees it, backpedals. Mayfield wasn't looking there initially. He was looking to the right side where the pick play was meant to happen. And the Ravens get a break here because while Higgins is open, Hunt is open, but Mayfield was not looking at them until too late. All his momentum is going to the right. Not easy just to throw back left. That's what he had to try to do. Mayfield, if you see, didn't have enough time at the back end to get this ball to Higgins. He definitely tried, but he saw it, so eventually he was throwing high. So initially it looked like man, right? You see Marlon Humphrey following Mayfield across the formation. It's not man. This is actually zone coverage. Watch. Marcus Peters. Bang. Oh, that's way too big. You got a zone here. You got a zone here. You've got an outside zone here. And then you've got man coverage. This is a very interesting play by Wink Martindale. Wink Martindale's going to say, look, I'm going to take away your number one option, and I'm going to make you, Baker Mayfield, work to get it to someone else. That's exactly what this is here. It's zone all the way. Now, someone's got to take the middle better, and I think this is probably LJ Fort's job. Look how much... Let's take this graphic off. Look, LJ Fort doesn't... He's rolling with Mayfield initially. He doesn't drop deep enough. And so Higgins is going to be able to get behind him, and he's wide open, and Ravens get a break. At least for one play. I mean... So, I mean, maybe Clark was meant to take the middle, but my gut is it's LJ Ford who's meant to be taking right over there, and he just didn't drop deep enough. Okay, let's take a look at this offensive line. Okay, right here. They're going to let Jihad Ward come free right off the bat. Well, not really. They're going to keep Donovan Peoples-Jones into block. Jedrick Wills is moving over. They're not really doing anything here as Derek Wolfe working against Joe Batonio. Not much there. Wills helping out here with Jihad Ward after he beats Donovan Peoples-Jones. Let's watch this. Watch Ward for just a second longer. Ooh, he's just going to get away from him. He uses good angles. Now you got Brandon Williams right here lined up against Willie Wyatt Teller and Matthew Judon against Jack Conklin. J.C. Treader is going to work right here against... See Patrick Queen coming in on the blitz around that right edge. Williams, he's not going to get much space. Judon has no space. Queen's going to actually eventually get in here, and he's going to be the one who's going to force Mayfield just to throw this ball away. Jahan Ward gets free at the end. So the queen blitz, but other than that, this was just great coverage. Excuse me, great blocking by the Cleveland Browns. Now watch this throw here from Baker Mayfield. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it easily, but watch the throw. Watch the ball. As soon as he throws it, watch the ball. Right there, hits the post. Interesting note there. Mayfield saying, "Hey, I guess I shouldn't be throwing field goal attempts here." But that'll give the Browns a 2nd down and 5 in the red zone. And you definitely still like their chances here if you're the Cleveland Browns. I mean, everything working in their favor right here. Great drive. They're putting a great drive together. And now they just want to try to take it in for 6. And that's what they will try to do on 2nd down and 5. Mayfield rolling right. Nothing there. Nothing there. Mullen and Humphrey took the pick play. You know what? Let me explain what a pick play is. I don't think I did not do that. So let's go to the blackboard. What a pick play is going to basically be, nope, I need to select my drawer. And you've got, I guess, let's go to a different color. He's basically going to run into this defender and just let this guy sneak up over there. Because it's this only works if it's man coverage, so both of the defenders would be following this receiver. You'd have this guy on this receiver, and this guy would eventually be switching on to him because of this pick play, and it would just allow this space here. But Marlon Humphrey on the previous play does a great job of shutting down the pick option. And here come the Browns. That is Kareem Hunt still in. Landry, all kinds of motion. Handoff. Hunt is in for the touchdown. Cleveland Browns have made it a 1-touchdown game. Let's take a look. Hunt, you just look at that amount of space right up the middle, almost uncontested. Almost, but not quite uncontested, but almost. All right, 11 personnel, 1 running back, 1 tight end. Look at this motion here from Jarvis Landry. The Chiefs do this motion a lot, where they're going to have the guy circle in and out. Just gives the defenders a lot to think about, because you could give it to him on a bunch of different points on that. And let's just take a look right here. Kareem Hunt, he's just got a huge hole. He's going to go off this bean gap between Wyatt Teller and Jack Conklin. And it's just very, very easy. And let's take a look about why it's so easy. And then he'll get hit at the 1 by a couple Ravens defenders, Patrick Queen, Deshaun Elliott there. But it's too late. Too little, too late. All right, so why is this so easy? Let's take a look at the blocking scheme. On the left side, Jedrick Wills working against Yannick Ngakoue. Wills, he's just going to try, this is run blocking, so he's trying to push Yannick Ngakoue away. And he does just that. Ngakoue will release at the end. It's too late, though. Next man up, Joel Bitonio, number 75 versus number 95, Derek Wolfe. Ravens got to sign him from the Broncos in free agency. Let me take that arrow off the screen here. And Bitonio is just going to kind of take him away, and then Wolfe kind of gets hit to the ground here by Wyatt Teller, who's going to push a defender over. We'll take a look at that, I guess. J.C. Tretter and Wyatt Teller, they're going to double team Brandon Williams, the Ravens run stopper. And now J.C. Tretter is going to get into second level, block Patrick Queen. Wyatt Teller is going to finish this block here on Brandon Williams, sends him to the ground, and that's going to open up this hole here because they're running right behind Wyatt Teller. Now Jack Conklin, he's going to, right, watch Jack Conklin right here. He's going to give a quick shove as well to, oh, this is a great play by Conklin. Conklin's not meant to be doing this. He sees Brandon Williams, though, right here. He's edging right toward to where they want to run. They want to run right here. He sees Williams there. He's just going to shove him away. Just get out of my way. and then gets into the second level to block number 58, LJ Fort. This is just great blocking all around. And at this point, it's just too easy now. Matthew Judon being blocked up by David Njoku. I mean, this is just textbook blocking by the Cleveland Browns. Great play there. I mean, it does not get much easier than this if you're Kareem Hunt. A lot going on, but look, football comes down to the trenches, and the Browns win in the trenches on this play and get to celebrate after it. Watch this one last time. Kareem Hunt in for 6. He had to take Ford and Elliott with him into the end zone, but okay, no biggie. He can handle that. As here comes the extra point from Cody Parkey. It is no good. Let's take a look. Hewlett the snapper, Gillen the holder. And this ball is just going to trail right. Not what you want here. Parkey, he missed a 39-yard field goal earlier in the game. His second missed extra point this season. And that will leave the Ravens up 28-20. And that will end an 11-play drive, a very methodical drive by the Cleveland Browns, exactly what the doctor would have prescribed after the Ravens have a quick hitting drive to get down the field. Takes a bunch of time off, maybe not that much time off the clock. It'll take maybe 4 or 5 minutes off the clock. It gets down to about 9 minutes. They started about 13, so about 4.5 minutes off the clock for the Cleveland Browns. We can watch this extra point one more time, see if there's any pressure. See if we can figure out what goes wrong here. It looks like he just pushed it to the right. Nope, not much pressure by the Ravens. After the missed extra point, making it just a little bit harder for Cleveland to stage a comeback, which is what they'll be trying to do. Hard to see from this angle, but he just pushes it right. And that will do it for episode 13 of the Ravens. Thanks for watching this video. If you've not done so yet, check out all of the videos in this series. It's been a great series so far, and make sure you catch up on all of them and check out the next ones. It'll be, if you're watching the live stream, it should be out tomorrow. If you're watching a recording, it's decent chance it's already out. So make sure you check up on that, as well as making sure that you check out all of my podcasts on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Google Podcasts. The podcast name, Sports with Yosef. A whole bunch of great guests I've had on recently. Make sure you check all of those episodes out. Check out all my other videos on Sportscaster, sportscastr.com, username YosefM613. Check out all my articles for Tackler, Flurry Sports, Rocky and Meisty, and Sportscaster News, which are also all available on my website, YosefM613.com, YOSEFM613.com, where you can subscribe and get email updates every time I post new content. So go make sure you take advantage of that incredible opportunity and subscribe. And if you're on Twitter, go give me a follow. My username, well, you guessed it, YosefM613. Ravens get a touchdown to start their second half. Browns get a touchdown to start their second half. It'll be Ravens ball when we get back. 9:06 to go in the third quarter in Cleveland. Ravens 28, Browns 20. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.